Good morning, cyber traders. Welcome on this Wednesday, May 29th. How's everybody doing? Good morning to you, Mark Marino. Good to see you, Tim, Phil, Charles, Casey. Good to see you. Staff of CTU. Good morning, everybody. So far it's been an exciting morning with this ELTK, would you say, huh? 90%, million shares already traded. Like I said, you're always going to trade these stocks again. You remember we traded in just less than a week ago. It ran from $1.50 to over $3. I told you, it looked pretty damn strong. I saw some big orders coming out there. But let me just tell you, there is a very, very big iceberg order right around 320. Huge. You could see them right there for 23,000 and another 10,000 right there. So if it breaks that, it already did that prior to pre-market. And, when it first started early this morning, and then sure enough, you could see it looks like it's getting there again. So it looks pretty good. So anyway, a lot of good things that are happening, a lot of good things going on. First of all, I want to remind everybody that today is phase 3. It's the most exciting part of our lessons where you're going to be trading side by side with me. This is the final of the lessons. We do it every month. This is where you take everything we learned from phase 1 and phase 2 and we put it to the test. So, taking classes with being in phase 1 and 2 with Josh, now you're going to be in the driver's seat with me, so we're going to go out there and have a lot of fun. Now, I got some big news to tell you guys. I'm going to launch, it is the first time ever, when we do phase 3, I hate indicators. I've been trying to build my own indicator for such a long time, and because it's so hard to find something that would help us find iceberg orders. Well, sure enough, I found a company that solely builds tools that will help us find iceberg orders. So we're going to introduce it in phase 3. This thing is freaking amazing. Okay, I couldn't even build. I mean, it's just wait till you guys see it in phase 3. So it just helps us make smarter, better decisions. It's a day trader's dream. So we're going to have fun and we're going to be showing that. And let me tell you, it makes us smarter and better trading decisions. Actually, not to mention, bring anything up, there are already some traders in this room that are already using this program. But once again, I hate marketing other people's platforms. I never do it. But sure enough, we're going to play around with it, and you guys are going to be completely shocked. And it's so funny now that, I invented the word iceberg orders about 20 years ago. Now all of a sudden, everybody's talking about, oh, this is how iceberg order. So it's great that, that my iceberg order actually is pretty much getting out there now. So anyway, is it for TradeStation platforms? It's actually, Deb, it's a separate platform. Totally separate platform. It's not an indicator. It doesn't integrate on the platform. It's a totally separate platform, but you'll see it in class. All right. But most importantly, that's what we do in class. It's about learning and taking what we've learned so you can go out there and put it to test right here. So anyway, let's go over through a couple of stocks right now that is moving this morning. So we got the ELTK, we got that big order right there. It's just like, okay, I get it. I see it. He's there. What's going on? So we know the resistance levels. But sure enough, everybody here, if you were here at 9:30 this morning, 8:30 this morning, you could see right here the stock had big supports at 260. Everybody here should be up close to about at least half of that. So you should probably be up about 20 cents, 30 cents on 1,000 shares. Doesn't sound like a lot. I don't know. 200-300, nice way to start the morning. That was actually, like I said, when I came back, I saw that. I'm like, wow, what a nice little moving stock. Next one on the watch list, SOLY. Here's a stock that had great after-hours trading. This stock, you could see it got destroyed. And the stock literally went from 14 all the way down to about 5. And, when we go back and we look at the chart on this one, you all remember this is the big one that we traded yesterday. And it continued in the after hours. Hey, this looks exactly like what we traded in the past. There was so many of them like this. Is one of our, look, up 42%, million shares already traded. It's just another day's pay in SOLY. So that one made the watch list. Also, again, just be very careful, guys, on that one. I'm looking at some iceberg orders. Let me just check over here on my my new tool because I don't see it on the matrix, but over here looks like we got a big support level right around 250. So we're almost there. Big seller out there at 250. You don't see him here, but I do see him on my other platform. All right. So check that one out. RWLK. Everybody remembers this one. Okay. So this stock, $30 stock, got killed, got destroyed. But you know what? I don't know what happened. She actually, darn it, she looked pretty good this morning. She gapped up pretty nicely, almost a buck. Now she's back down again. I don't know. She's up 17%, 300,000 shares. I keep a close eye on it. Not really bad. Bad little stock right there, but we'll keep an eye on that one too. She started backing off. I don't know what that's all about. FCSC. Another one. Looks like a nice little Fausto flag right there. They got great iceberg orders. You can see it's got resistance levels right there at 229. So stock can get very volatile. Some of you remember we did trade this one back in the past. Go back to your journals. Remember what we learned in phase 2. You're going to be trading these stocks again. Go back, review it. You can see we traded this stock back in April. Stock went up, went from 2 to almost 350, 2 to 350. She looks pretty interesting here. She's building a little bit of a Fausto flag. That one's not terrible. We'll keep an eye on that. INF, another one, getting kind of beat up right here. Got plenty of room to go a lot lower, breaking lower lows, 500,000 shares traded. See a couple of buyers sitting in here, but the stock is trending down. Looks like it's right around here. If it breaks this support level right there, I mean, this stock can go way down to about 18. So the shorts are still there. Just be very careful. The stock is not a level 1 stock. And everybody remembers GOOS. For all Canadian friends out there, you guys got a great company. We saw this company go public. We made a ton of money on GOOS when it went public. I told you this a while ago. I actually sold it. I'm so ticked off at myself because I sold it too cheap. A lot of us did it. I love the stock. I love the company. But then it went up to like $70. You guys remember this. And this was more of a swing trade. And I said, you know what? Everybody in my neighborhood has one of these things. They all look exactly the same, and I'm like, eventually it's going to get played out. I mean, was it $700, $800 for a jacket? Somewhere like $1,200. I'm like, you know what? Eventually, after everybody has it, it's just a fad. Everybody's going to go. You got to keep, unless you're up with the times, you're going to get crushed. Well, anyway, looks like that time has come. And right now it's at 40. It's testing a major support levels right here. And if it breaks that support levels right there, the stock could take a big hit. But sure enough, looking at what's happening with the stock and seeing how the trend is and watching time and sales, still looks like she's a short. Just be very careful. You guys remember we've traded the stock. This stock is extremely volatile. So be very careful when it comes to that. Ken says Teva looks good, Josh. Okay, let's look at what Ken says. The TEVA is moving. Just kind of a little bit of a movement down there. It's got good volume, good spread. Looks a little bit more like a level 1. We've been trading this stock for a while. We've seen we made money with this stock, but we've learned from the past. The stock, even though it looks like it's got a good spread, it also is pretty volatile. So be very careful with this one with the Teva. All right. So anyway, so we got a pretty decent list of stocks. Now, if you're a gold platinum student, I recommend you to make sure to be in class today. I'm going to introduce this new platform that I'm using. Let me tell you, you guys are going to freak out when you see this thing, how it works. I've been actually beta testing for about 2 months now because I was still overwhelmed. It's so damn confusing, and I'm like, but it's really not. But you guys are gonna have a fun time checking it out. It's gonna make us such better traders. It's just unbelievable. Wait till you see it. Everything that I teach you guys, this thing does it for us. Obviously, you still need to learn what we're doing, but this is just gonna basically it's just a different world. But anyway, guys, if you're not a student, make sure you're in class, do what you're doing. If you want to know how to get into those classes, make sure just talk to education advisor. In the meantime, listen, it's almost the end of the month. We got about 3 days, right? We got today, Friday's the last day, is the 31st. It's been a long, long month. So let's try to finish out the month pretty good. So remember, we got 2 days of classes. We got today and tomorrow, first hour, last hour. All right, guys, good luck today. Happy trading. See you all in class.